Welcome for the first session of Basics of Principal Stresses and Strain. Here we are going to discuss stress system, principal stress and strain, formulations and numerical. Let us discuss this part in detail. Stress system, we have uniaxial stress system known as one-dimensional stress system, forces applied at one direction. Secondly, we can say it is a biaxial stress system. So here you can see the forces are acting in x as well as y direction. Along with this triaxial stress system, that is three-dimensional stress system, forces are acting in x, y as well as z direction. So here we are going to see the analysis of stresses which are acting on members. You can say uniaxial, biaxial and triaxial. So let us move for this. First method to analyze the stresses is known as analytical and second is graphical method. Let us go through the biaxial stress system. So this square is subjected to a force Px which is acting in the x direction, and the sigma x is the stress which is corresponding to Px. Similarly, if you see the force Py which is acting in y direction, so sigma y is the stress acting in the corresponding direction to Py force. Now Px and Py are the forces which are acting normal to the plane. So these forces are known as normal forces, and the stresses which are generated due to this Px and Py, that are sigma x and sigma y respectively, which are normal stresses. Now here you can see this is tau xy and here you can see this is tau yx. So what is the basic difference between these two? I will explain. If you see this Px force is applied on this plane, this Px force is applied on this plane. So these two planes are nothing but a plane of x-axis. Here tau x, so x represent the plane, so this is the x-axis plane, and direction of shear stress is y, so this is tau xy. So if you observe this carefully, tau yx, so this tau yx is what? Nothing but y is the face, so this face is related to y, although it is horizontal, but the forces are acting in y direction to this. So y is the face and x is the direction. Center of this object is at this place. So these are two parallel forces which generates the moment. Now this moment is clockwise in the direction, which creates imbalance in the system. So this tau yx is moving in anti-clockwise direction. If the moment produced by the tau xy is equal to moment produced by tau yx, then we can say this section remains in equilibrium condition, plane condition, steady state condition. Tau xy is always equivalent to tau yx. So this we will achieve by the moment equilibrium condition. Is this clear to all? That's fine. Let us move for this. Now here this green line I represent as my reference plane. So always I am measuring the angle with respect to vertical. Keep in mind. So if I rotate this plane at an angle of theta degree, that plane becomes oblique plane, and that oblique plane results into the two stresses known as normal stress and shear stress. That are two stresses. First is normal to the surface, second is along the surface, or we can say parallel to the surface. Let us see. So I am taking this plane over here. So I have rotated this square at an angle of theta degree. Definitely it results into two stresses. One is normal to the surface and another is along the surface. So very important. So here you can see I have rotated this reference plane along with this square at an angle of theta degree. As a result of this, what happened? I am getting two types of stresses, normal and shear. Here also, but if value of shear stress on this plane becomes 0, so that plane I can call as a principal plane. And we have two principal planes which are really acting mutually perpendicular to each other. So here you can say this is x plane, this is y plane. I am rotating at an angle of theta, so this is my x plane, this is my y plane. So these are separated by an angle of 90 degrees. So if I say this, here I am getting tau is equal to 0. So this is my principal plane number 1 and this is my principal plane number 2, which are mutually perpendicular. Normal stresses are acting on these two mutually perpendicular principal plane, that stresses are known as principal stresses. I call this as a related to P1 plane, so it is sigma 1. This is related to principal plane second, so it is known as sigma 2. And how to represent that? Depending on the magnitude of normal stress, means sigma 1 and sigma 2, principal planes are divided into major and minor principal stress. Now what we are doing over here, we are taking a reference plane and we are rotating this at an angle of theta degree. So result of this is generation of normal and shear stress. So it is important to know how to calculate these normal and shear stress. So I am getting this value of normal stress by considering this small triangle and this value of tau xy, tau yx, sigma x along with the theta. So sigma n is sigma x plus sigma y upon 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y upon 2 into cos of twice theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. Tau is sigma x minus sigma y upon 2 sin of twice theta minus tau xy cos of twice theta. Let us go for second visualization. If I rotate this plane at an angle of theta degree in clockwise direction, so I am getting the value over here sigma n and tau similar to this, but tau is 0 over here, so I can call this sigma 1, sigma n is nothing but sigma 1. Two stresses on two mutually perpendicular plane, sigma 1 with respect to P1 plane, sigma 2 with respect to P2 plane. So the depending upon the magnitude, I can call that is a maximum or minimum. So I can say sigma 1 comma 2, if I take 1, so that is positive sign, maximum principal stress. If I take 2, that is negative sign. So the presentation is like this: sigma x plus sigma y upon 2 plus minus in a square root of sigma x minus sigma 2 upon 2 bracket square plus tau xy square. Definitely I am not getting any kind of shear stress over here, but there is a plane in this which are at a certain angle which gives me the maximum shear stress. So the value of tau maximum is this: square root of sigma x minus sigma y upon 2 bracket square plus tau xy square. So I want to determine the location of this maximum and minimum principal stress, so that I am finding out with this formula, that is 2 theta is equal to 2 tau x upon sigma x minus sigma y, and theta p2 is definitely at an angle of 90 degree with respect to theta p1, because theta p1 and theta p2 are acting mutually perpendicular to each other.